Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, mental, and emotional health paradigm. We try to do that as often as we can, usually several times per week. We do that for your listening pleasure and for the benefit of trying to get you to a place that is healthier and intelligent and all of that good stuff. When we begin to be able to do that, we can help you make better decisions for yourself and also make life more meaningful for you in the short and long run of things. Now, if you're looking for coaching, life, relationship, habit change, um, or you're kind of looking at kind of life reflections, how to break old paradigms that lead you in a negative direction, would love to be able to be of be of assistance to you in that way. And one of the best ways to do that is through coaching. We can connect through Twitter at PO Perception or in the About Me section of uh, this YouTube page. In any event, we can, you know, we can certainly connect with that in that way. In any event, would love to be of service to you if that's possible. So feel free to reach out at your earliest convenience. Anyway, this audio is about kind of the nature of having a uh, closure in a relationship. So if you're ready to accept your responsibility that things are over and that things are no one's fault 100%, you're ready for closure in a relationship. Look, two people are in a relationship, which means any difficulties in relating with each other are directly connected to the reality that, in fact, you are going to have, at least to some degree, some difficulties in relating. If you're blaming the other person, or if you're um, not ready to take your half of why a relationship didn't work. Sometimes it's not 50-50, sometimes it's 60-40, sometimes, unfortunately, it's 95 and 5%. But every person has something that they're holding onto at some level that isn't necessarily healthy or good or intelligent as it relates to the past. Acceptance also doesn't mean that you're happy about what happened. It just means you're willing to give yourself permission to come into a place of agreement that, hey, this didn't work, and by doing that you free up responsibility for both people. The next is take responsibility for your emotional issues and challenges. Are there things you did wrong in the relationship? Did you expect too much? Did you at some level um, expect the other person to fix parts of you? I've worked with 4,000 couples now, 17,000 people. And the one thing I can say almost pretty consistently is the expectations we place on others often will impact ruining relationships in a bottom line sort of way. And that's because the more we expect from other people that isn't in balance, the harder it is and the more difficult it becomes to potentially expect a person to maybe, be a certain way for our benefit, but we're not willing to sacrifice for them, or whatever the case may be. The next thing to look at there is we're willing to let go of blame, even if someone did something that was unhealthy or unkind or counterproductive to the relationship. It doesn't mean we tolerate or expect it or accept it for the future, but we let go of blame. We go, hey, this happened, and there's absolutely nothing that ruminating on it can do for me now or in the future. So we can kind of let this go and release. And release doesn't mean taking more responsibility than is your fair share, but it also means taking the responsibility that is your fair share, so you can begin to make intelligent decisions in the long run. The next thing is you release the self hate or the self blame that comes with the ending of a relationship. You stop the behavior of beginning to think or continuing to think, what did I do wrong? What should I have done differently? What could I have done differently? You're willing to let go of that, because the reality is, if you were supposed to do something differently, it would have happened. And the fact that it didn't means that you naturally outgrew that relationship, and so that can be challenging to confront, but it is necessary to do. The next thing to look at there is You're willing to deal with the lessons that you need to learn for future relationships. You're willing to look at yourself and reflect appropriately on, hey, I could have done this better. I might have done this better. I wish I had looked at this, thought about this, kind of worked with that or this, and been willing to do all of that. And so that can be super helpful as well. Keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Till next time, everybody.